Are you looking to get one of the best values for bottle service? Well, in today's video, I'll be covering some of the reasons why Light Nightclub might want to be at the top of your list. From bottle prices and presentations to the most sought after table locations inside the club, I'm covering it all coming up next. Hey guys, I'm Jenna, and this is Vegas Primer. We're an independent VIP hosting company here in Las Vegas. This means that we help our clients book table service reservations at all the clubs in town. So if we can help with a price quote or a reservation, please feel free to email us at info@vegasprimer.com. All right, let's talk about Light Nightclub. Now, this is one of my personal favorite clubs in town because of the overall value that you get here. So our top reason why you may want to consider getting bottle service at Light is because the minimum spends are reasonable. First, let me quickly explain what a minimum spend is. So table prices in Las Vegas are quoted in terms of a minimum spend requirement. All this means is that you need to spend at least a certain dollar amount when you're at the club. There's no cost for the table itself, as it's being provided complimentary for agreeing to spend at least a certain dollar amount. So on most nights at Light, you can get seated in the main room at a second tier table for a $500 to $750 minimum spend. Upper dance floor is usually around $1,000 to $1,500, and dance floor is $2,000 and up. Of course, if you have a larger group, or if it's a holiday weekend, or if there's a big act performing, then pricing may be higher. Now, to give you guys an idea of just how good of a value this is, at some clubs in Las Vegas, you can't even come close to getting seated in the main room unless you're willing to spend $4,000 to $5,000. So you can really see that Light offers a phenomenal value. Our next reason is that the club is designed with every table guest experience in mind. So at Light, you'll have a fantastic view no matter where you get seated. The club is designed in a Coliseum style, with each level substantially elevated above the previous. And it's not like at other clubs where it's like a slope and you can kind of see between the crowd. At Light, you really can because of just how elevated these levels are. So there really isn't a bad seat in the house. Also, if you're interested in meeting other guests, Light has some excellent table options at a variety of price points. For example, some of the best table locations inside the club are located to the left and right of the staircase. So if you get a table that's bordering the staircase, it'll make it super easy to strike up a conversation or invite other guests to join your table. Number 3, bottle prices are some of the lowest on the strip. Now, your money also goes a lot further at Light Nightclub. For instance, if you take a look at the club's bottle menu, you'll see prices starting in the $500 range. Now, if you compare that to other clubs in Vegas, you'll see bottle prices starting in the $600 to $700 range. Even better, the club occasionally offers bottle packages where you can get a reduced price on certain bottles. Now, this is especially true during the winter months, although packages may not be available on all nights. So if you're interested in seeing if there are any bottle specials on the night you'd like to go, please feel free to email us at info@vegasprimer.com. Number 4, bottle presentations are reasonable. Now, if you've been to a Las Vegas club before, you've likely seen a presentation. They may also be referred to as a bottle parade. But if you're new to the clubbing scene, then a bottle presentation is when a big deal or a big display is made over a bottle being delivered to a table. And these displays are actually really, really cool. Now, the presentations range from signs and sparklers to larger presentations with cocktail servers being carried across the club on a throne or a race car. And one of the really cool presentations that Light has is getting your name up on the LED screen for everyone in the club to see. Now, at most clubs, bottle parades start in the $1,000 to $2,000 range. But at Light, bottle presentations start in the low hundreds for a small table presentation. Bottle presentations may also be available with specific bottle purchases or provided complimentary if you're spending a certain amount. Now, if you're interested in getting a presentation, all you need to do is speak with your cocktail server when you arrive, and she'll let you know the available costs and options for that night. Our next reason is that Light has excellent DJs and live performances. Now, Light plays a mix of hip hop and top 40 music, and the club rotates between live performances and house DJs. And even if you're coming on a house DJ night, the music is really, really good here. In fact, it's one of my favorite places in town for hip hop and top 40 music. I've never been disappointed in the music selection. The club also features some fantastic nights with live performance as well. Their current lineup includes E40, T-Pain, Springsteen and Rick Ross. Now, if you're interested in seeing a live performance, you want to check the calendar for the weekends or holidays, as that's when the big acts are in the club. All right, our next reason is that the weekdays offer a fantastic value. If you're coming to Vegas during the week, we highly recommend checking out Light Nightclub on a Wednesday. Now, of course, you have to like hip hop and top 40 music to come here, but Light offers some of the best values on the strip on this day. For instance, if you are a party size of 3 people or less, Light Nightclub sometimes offers a reduced minimum spend for table service. It's usually in the $300 range. Now that pricing is pretty much unheard of in Vegas. Okay, so you may be thinking that I just said that bottle prices start in the $500 range at Light Nightclub. And that's true on most nights. But on Wednesdays, if the club is offering a reduced table minimum to the $300 range, they do offer a bottle at that price point as well, so you can stay well within that minimum spend amount. Also, most Fridays are house DJ nights, so you do tend to find lower pricing for bottle service on Friday nights as compared to Saturdays. All right, number 7, our last and final reason why Light Nightclub offers an excellent value on bottle service. It actually has nothing to do with that, but it's just one of my favorite features about Light, and that's that you get to wear what you want. Now, at some clubs in Las Vegas, you can't wear sneakers or Timberlands. Those are usually expressly prohibited in a club's fine print. But at Light, as long as you have a table service reservation, you can get away with wearing sneakers, Timberlands, jeans, torn clothing. And torn clothing is actually a really big deal in Vegas because usually it's only women that are allowed to wear torn clothing, but guys can too, as long as it's moderately torn and you have a bottle service reservation at Light. Now, of course, there are some items that are prohibited, like wife beaters and shorts and sandals. You want to stay away from those items, but overall you're going to have more flexibility and leeway in what you get to wear at Light. Now, if there's anything that you're questioning, it's best just to leave it back in your hotel room because security does have the final say. Well, that wraps up our video on Light Nightclub and the fantastic value that you get there. If you're interested in getting a price quote or if you're in need of a table service reservation at Light, please feel free to email us at info@vegasprimer.com.